Hello and welcome. We're trying a different time today, and it should be should be interesting. Hopefully, it goes well. But I would expect that people in Europe would probably be at evening time right now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through what we've been working on, what we've been doing, and today we won't do a questions answers, but we will do that through Communi after the call. So if you have questions, if you want answers to anything, then please post them under this replay once it's posted as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through today what we've been working on. There's been a number of large updates that have been happening, and that's going to continue. We have a really intense schedule leading right until about the mid-March range, and we've got a lot that we want to get done. There's been a few questions, and I'll answer those right away on the call now. First, the app is our main priority right now. So we're working on the app very, basically all of our resources at the moment are dedicated to the app and getting that done. I expect that it'll be released very soon. We're making good progress. We are going to have a delay for Apple devices, iOS devices, which is expected because the app marketplace, the app store, it has a long approval process, so we'll probably have something available initially, but uh, it'll take a bit of time for it to get inside of the App Store itself. But I've tried the app and it's looking really good. I can tell you what it does do for the and what we've decided to do to kind of speed up the release. And what we're going to be doing to speed up the release of this app is we're going to be releasing it without settings. So it's going to include what you would need, the major features that you would need in order to use the app itself. So the community, access to courses, access to events, notifications, upcoming things like that, that your members will be able to use as well, and you'll be able to use from your phone as well. We've decided just to save time that we're not going to release it with extensive settings because most of the apps that I use as well, they usually have a web version which is more advanced because there's just more settings, and then they've got a more reasonable kind of easy to access web system. So that's what we'll be doing as well. Now, the chat is on, so if there's any questions throughout what I'm saying, feel free to post. And we're also going to be working very hard in a couple of other areas as well. I'll just share my screen now. So you can see this here. Now, the other area that we're working on is the rebranding of Communi leading into the subscription. We've already rolled out the subscription, which we said that we would for a long time, and we've released a new website. The website is still, until we release the new version of the subscription system, we're still under development of the website. So you'll notice there'll be a few more changes over the next few days. One of the areas we're working on is the video that's available for people to see a demo of Communi working. And inside of the software here, we're working towards this becoming even more professional and available for rebranding. Also, a marketplace is in progress as well. So we're working towards implementing that over the next 1 to 2 months. I think this whole plan, complete switchover when everything's done and any bugs resolved, everything's working really stable. It's going to take about 2 to 3 months to complete, and we've been working really hard to make sure it's completed by that time. So we're looking at probably about mid-May, and then we'll feel very confident that we've released everything that we wanted to for the switch to a subscription. And that's going to include also landing pages for courses. It's going to include landing pages, an improved landing page system for communities, a marketplace, and more flexibility around rebranding an app. And we're also going to be the way this is designed, much of it is going to be getting a bit of a brush up, and you'll notice that there'll be a few changes. The most major one being in about 1 month's time. So the next office hours I'll do after that release, it's probably going to be again like this one. It'll be a significant change, not structurally, but in terms of the way that the app looks and feels, it will be an upgrade as well. And we've been working hard on that for a while with our designer, and finally now we're making some really good progress with it. And I think that it's not very far away from release at all. But we're first going to do the app, and we'll make sure the app is done because I think that's had the most we've had the most feedback of everyone wanting the app, and that's what we're working on right now. So what you'll see here in the major update that we did make was a switch to an account system like this. So previously you had a switch. The switch will be reinstated on the next update, but we wanted to make we didn't want to wait around. We just thought that, hey, for now to save time, let's remove the switch. So it's one click. You'll be able to then see all of your communities. You'll be able to get access to your settings. You'll be able to access the additional features, affiliate plans and billing, media applications. Everything has been, I hope, made a lot easier, especially for new users coming on. Most of the questions that we received for a long time were relating to not being able to find settings, and we really wanted to solve that problem. This is the first version. The second version will be even better for finding these things. We're going to be, say, for example, creator and business plan. We're going to be working on distributing those settings around the settings that we have so they're not put into these upgrades. Instead, if someone wants to upgrade, they'll see those upgrades available. When they do upgrade, they'll be dispersed inside of their account settings. So that'll be really good. This also paves the way for us to create a marketplace, this right here, because we wanted a way to be able to list the different communities, and we didn't have that in the previous version. We now do have a way of doing that, and you'll see that as we gradually roll this out, that this will kind of take shape from this area here. There is still a few changes to make to this, but nothing major. This is a pretty good representation of how it'll look. You'll see your groups, and then under your groups, you'll see, or up the top here, you'll see a switch where you can view other groups that are available to join within the community. So we're really close here, and we are going to start with those groups that have to add them into a marketplace that have made progress, that have members, that have made some money. Those ones will be invited to join the marketplace first. Now, our create system also has been updated, so you can just create your group from here. It's really easy. Also, you'll see here you've got all of your account settings here now available. The creator settings are available here, so you can access these, you can switch between them, and you can see what's available and what you have access to within your account. In some of these areas, you can do the actual settings as well. We have this for business as well. We're building this out still for business. We've got enhanced custom domain, but very soon you'll see that we also have enhanced branding customization that will be coming very soon as well. This still has some add-ons that will be added in, and I mentioned that because we have, so for example, up here, we've got Communi inside of the tab. That's one of those places where your brand will be able to be changed. Emails, if you want to add your own email and you want to add your logo and icons into your emails, we're going to be rolling that out into business as well. And also, hi Tony, good to see you as well. I just saw your messages. And we are then also going to be doing some additional changes to the custom landing pages. Now, Tony's asked a question here about the custom landing pages. There won't be any changes to the custom landing pages. Our default landing page will get a redesign. However, the custom landing pages will remain the same, just the design of the drag and drop system and the way the cards look will be adjusted. So we're going to make some changes in line with our new branding, which will be released in about a month. Hopefully, if all goes well, about a month. Then you'll see that there. And yeah. So the old switcher is gone, yes, and a new switcher will be reinstated when we release the next version. So we're not switching away from the switcher. It's just for now. We didn't really have a place within this transition for this version to add that in. However, in the next version, we've already got to add it in as part of the design, so it will be there. We also, good question. You're asking very good questions here. So we actually worked on an editor as well, and we had a redesigned editor for lessons. And we were in the process of rolling that out, and we decided to pull it back. The reason we decided to pull it back and we didn't release it within this last version, even though it's done, is that there was some things that just weren't working the way that we wanted them to. So we need more time on it. I hope in the next version we will have, because it's been requested a lot, some sort of editor where you can add images into the text, into lessons. I've tested it. It works well, but again, it doesn't work as smoothly as we really want it to, and it wasn't ready to release. So that's why we didn't release it. I think I mentioned in the past, or maybe on a previous call, that we did want to release this. We did want to release something that would be really new and that would solve some of the problems relating to community posts, relating to community lessons. However, it just wasn't ready yet. So we pulled it back for this update. We wanted to just make sure that the things that we have here are working smoothly because it was a significant update, and we hope that it'll be released on the next one. So I think we've made some really good progress with it, but again, it's not, as I'm doing this call now, it's not yet where we want it to be, but we've got about a month before the next release, and if we get it right before then we'll release it, and that will open up more possibilities with the, first of all, the posting within the communities, and also the posting of lessons within the courses, because that's a big one. We want to allow for more customization, flexibility within those lessons. So that'll be coming soon, and that's part of the reason why you won't have seen any changes really to courses. You won't have seen any changes to events. We did have those available, but we didn't get them out in time. We have settings which has been moved to here as well. So this was another big update for us. We wanted to make it more accessible to access group settings and separate them as well from the account settings, because this was where we were getting a lot of questions as well. And we've done that. So all of the settings relating to your community are here. And this also means that it's easier for your team members to edit as well. If you've got team members that are editing these settings and helping you and assisting you, then that is here as well. We also improved the question system. So now you can add more than 3 questions. Also, it's a big improvement. You can add 3 different types of questions now as well as people enter in. So say, for example, when would you use this? If you're having people come in and you're wanting to do one-on-one calls with them, you're wanting to get them on a call and you're wanting to do a strategy session, for example, and you want to find out more about them, you now have the opportunity to do that. Also, if you have multi-choice questions, say, for example, what are your goals? And it might be building my software, it might be scaling my business, or something else. You can now offer multi-selection points here within the multi-choice questions. And it looks really good. We updated the design of these as well. So again, this is one additional feature that we worked hard on and now is available. We've also given you the ability now to turn on or off leaderboards, and also levels as well. So we had questions about, hey, can I turn off leaderboards? And at first we were hesitant to do that because we saw other software doing this and it was a really core part of their software. But after talking with people why they joined Communi, it seemed very clear that the reason that most people were jumping ship from other software is they felt like they were kind of in a rat race. It was kind of a unpleasant experience being pushed constantly to earn more points in order to get more rewards. And the reason that many of the users that I talked with had joined Communi was because they wanted to get their members out of that. They wanted a more personal experience where we were relying more on connection and sharing information instead of constantly trying to achieve goals and trying to get to the top of the leaderboard or trying to earn the top rewards. So we wanted to allow for that as well, and that's why we made this available to turn off. So you can now turn it off or you can turn it on, and there it is. It's available. You can do that for levels as well. Full customization is where we want to move to. The other feedback we received, which is where we're going towards quickly as well, is that people don't want to be building the community's a software's brand. So a lot of other software right now, it seems really popular to put communities into that platform and leave them there. So you have a marketplace and all that, and that's the benefit of it. But we wanted to allow people, if they wanted to opt out of that and unplug from our system completely through rebranding, through adding their own domain, email, and so on. So you'll have a couple of options very soon if you're a top tier level customer, which I think many on this call are. You'll be able to list your list select groups that you want inside of the marketplace if you want to. So you'll be able to make use of the members that are already using Communi, and they'll be able to see your group in the marketplace. Or if you want to, you'll be able to create your own marketplace that's private. So your members that join will only be able to purchase groups and see groups that are inside of your own customized marketplace. And that's where we're moving towards. And that's where this next update will take us. Can we assume that the marketplace can be turned off for members so they don't get distracted with other groups, scatterbrained? So that'll be an admin's choice. So the admin, if you as an admin want to turn off the marketplace for members that join through you and that access or are accessing a specific group of yours or a specific collection of groups, you'll be able to turn that off. So if you're concerned that your members, you don't want them jumping ship elsewhere, or you don't want them getting distracted by other groups, then you can actually pull them into, you can say, for example, take them off Communi into your own domain and into your own environment. That's what we're really working towards, autonomous environments where you can create your own experience for your members that is off Communi, but leveraging what we've done with the software. So that's where we're pushing really hard towards, because we believe that is where the real opportunity lies for our software. There are plenty of marketplace softwares out there where people can join and they can get involved in communities through a marketplace. We will also have that option. But for those that want something different, we'll also be offering that as something different. And we've already been contacted by agencies. We've had conversations with enterprise level companies and organizations that want that, and they are already looking at us to provide that for them. And that's one of the things that we'll be looking towards in the next update that we do as well, providing something for them and also you if you're kind of sharing that mindset as well. So we want to provide something for those three. So if you're someone that wants to get started, you want to get traffic to your group and you're just starting out, maybe you don't have many people already joining, we want to provide a package for you. If you are wanting to get more people in, you want to showcase your community publicly, we want to give you that. If you're already established, you've got a company, you've got a subscriber list, maybe you've got an organization where you've got already people set up, and you want a solution for that organization that's private to you and you know is only available for your members, we've also got a solution for you as well. That's where we're building. We'll have 3 packages available, and those are available. We already have 2 of them available, but we're still implementing a lot of these features that we have planned for those higher levels, and also the marketplace for our creator package, which will be coming very soon as well. Now, what are we also doing? We're doing a lot of stabilization work on the software. Because we're moving to a subscription, it becomes even more important that the software is smooth, it's predictable, and that things that work in the software always work. So we are also doing a lot of work on the optimization side, which won't be clear immediately, but you'll see and you'll start to see very soon that there will be aspects of the software that you'll notice have become noticeably more smooth and predictable. So we're doing a lot of work on that side. And again, it's very easy now. So the software itself is very easy. You go into your community, you've got your community available here. You can see everything inside of your community, engage with your community, and then with one click, you're out, you're into your account settings, you're into your other groups, and everything else is available here as well. We've also added Razor Pay for our Indian customers and users, and we've also updated and completely redone our media system, which is the first version right now. We will have another version out very soon, but that has had a complete rework, and hopefully you like how it looks. It's easier, it'll get more easier, and yeah. Also, we've got a new profile system, which we will be making over the next month a few additions to. I think it's almost there in terms of how it looks right now. It's not far away, but there are some areas here that we can improve that we will be looking to improve as well. And I'd encourage you to update your timeline. I will be as well very soon. Update your timeline for your profile so others come and they can see your profile. And also will be, if they're attached to a group and they're seeing your profile, it'll showcase the posts that you've made in that group if you're visiting from inside of that group as well. So what about the community switcher button? I talked about this earlier. The community switcher button has been removed for this version of the software, and that's because we're making the transition to the planned version. The switcher will be restored in the next version. So it'll be restored in the next version. I also believe it will be in the app as well. For this version, we wanted to get it out. We weren't sure where the switcher would work with this version, so we decided to take it out for now. It was just it was the fastest, easiest thing we could do to get this version out. We removed it and it's being placed back in. We've got now a really good place for it, and we'll be making one further update to the way these settings work. And the goal again is to make it even more simple, but also flexible. So this next update that we do will be a really big one, and it will be just as big as the last one that we did. However, it'll move us one step closer. Hopefully, it'll be the final step that we really need to be at to move to the place where we want to be, where we are really providing these three packages I talked about, and also providing flexibility with branding, customization, and a better and easier to use experience for both members and users. That's really what we're moving really quickly towards. Is just we want to make sure that this is stable, that it's predictable, and it's a really easy to use system that provides flexibility and exactly what users want. And we've kind of divided that into three different parts. We've divided that into reducing the amount of distractions and providing flexibility, so you can reduce this amount of distractions for your members, and to uh, really nurture connections within your audience, flexibility of branding, so the ability to create an autonomous system yourself where you can have your own marketplace if you want, or you can leverage our marketplace, and also really working towards creating a system where you have more control over what you do, because a lot of these other software and platforms, they've taken away the control from a lot of group owners, and we want to restore that control. So our users have full control over their subscribers. They have full control over the posts, how much they're able to post, and who they can reach. And that's what we really want to restore with this next update. And that's what we're working hard towards. So the big update, yes. So this one's been a really big update, and the next one will be also a very big update as well. So I would put it equal, and I believe that the app will be released at the same time as the next major update. We will have something maybe to showcase soon, because I don't think there's any problem with showcasing the app in advance. I talked to my team though, and we'll have it done, I think, in about 2 weeks, the app. However, it'll be released likely with the next release of the software, which is scheduled for a little bit over a month right now, about 1 month, 1 week. So the next office hours that we do will be after that release. And again, it's also going to be a big update. But it will. I say it's a big update because again, it's taking us one step further to where we want to be, and I think this is really the place exactly where we want to be in this next update. The design looks great. It looks really good. And also the parts of the software we're working on now for stability and also for flexibility, like lessons, for example, landing pages for courses, those will be released in the next update as well. And you may have been able to see, you can actually see a preview of some of it on the communi.com website. If you go through a private browser, or if you go, there's some of those shots we just kept on the sales page. Some of them we've changed out because we're not there yet, but you can kind of get an impression about where we're wanting to move from the .com website if you go there and have a look. Some of those designs that we've already implemented are featured there, and that will give you a bit of an indication of how the next update is going to look. And yes, that Communi app is part of the big update. So I want to also just emphasize once more that when we release the app, it's not going to include settings. The reason being that settings is difficult to implement on an app level because it's so small, the area that we're working with. So we decided that the best way to release it fast and to get approval within the app stores and wherever we need to is to release a light version, which I've seen many software do. Slack, for example, do this, where they've got a version of their software where you can get access to the major things that members and users need. So, for example, access to your communities, switching through communities, courses, events, chat. Those area and members, those are the areas that you're going to access on the app the most, and the admin stuff you can do on a larger screen. So what we're going to be doing is releasing the app as a complement to the web interface that we have. So it'll have those major features for your group. It's going to save us time on implementation. It'll also save us time, which is really important in the refinement, making sure that we bug test everything and making sure everything's stable. And then in future, we'll look at the settings and what we can do there. But if the app works well, then I think it'll be perfect. It'll be a great complement for what we're doing within Communi. And it'll work exactly the way that it's intended, which is as a way of being able to engage with your communities from a mobile phone very quickly and very easily. Myself personally, I'm already using the my mobile phone for uh, probably 60%, maybe 70% of the conversations and the engagements that I have through the software. I see through our statistics that others, I mean, all members are really using their mobile phones more than the web interface. So it means that it's that much more important we get this right. So I think we are going to get it right, and I'll have another update when we release it next month on the next office hours. I'll schedule the next office hours, so it'll happen after that next update, and you'll be able to see that then. But again, we're really excited here. We've been working really hard. We've been scaling things very fast, and it's a really big move for us. It's a little bit scary because we're going from a place where we've been very comfortable charging one time for access to the software, and now we're really saying, hey, this is a software that's worth the recurring fees. We're worth the subscription that we're charging, and now we're going to be reaching people that also share that belief. And that for us is challenging, but it's also very exciting because it's really meaning that we're having to look at the software differently. We're having to look at stability very seriously, and we're also having to resolve a number of challenges that previously wouldn't have been such an issue, but are now for us. So that's it means that the team is really plugged in, and we're making really good progress. Will there be a hint in mobile version in our comments? Communities, that app is available in App Store, and yeah. So the at the moment, until we get approval of the App Store, I can't really say much. But what I think we'll do is, even if we don't have access to the App Store, we'll probably have some instructions about how you can install the app until we have approval. For me, doing the testing of the app, I've been doing it outside of the App Store. So I use a special type of download, a package that you can download, and then you can install onto your phone. And then from there, you can start using it. And I think we'll probably include instructions for the beginning there if we don't yet have it in the store, in the app stores. I'm not concerned about the Google Store. I think the Google Play Store is very quick for approvals, and it will probably come very quickly for that. For the App Store for Apple, it's a little bit different. The process is a bit different, and also it is difficult to get approval quickly within the App Store. So I would assume that there'll probably be a delay when we have that submitted to the App Store, and I'll see what alternatives we have available until we do get approval. There may be some echo. I'm recording through my computer mic today, which I don't usually do, but my AirPods, they ran out of battery, and I don't believe I have the backup here with me. I'll check. I do. I'll do this, one sec. I'll try this. So maybe this is a bit more clear now. Yeah, so that's really a good summary of what we've done. There's obviously you can go in here, you can play around with how things work in the new settings. That's what I'd recommend doing. That's the easiest way. You'll also see that very soon our onboarding process is improving as well. We're making it even easier. We've updated your invoices if you're in the EU for VAT compliance. We've done that correctly, the way that has been recommended to us by our accountant. And that is now updated. And you'll also notice that there'll be an update as well in our terms very soon that will push to everyone when they enter Communi. So you'll see that pop up, and you'll be able to see that there's been some changes to our terms, some minor changes. Cool. All right. Well, that's everything that I wanted to go over. So is there any, maybe I'll just look here and just see if there's any questions here. How do you adjust the name and point values of a level? I believe that at the moment, you can't do that, but let's see. So right now we've got a bit of a more simple system for this. And you can see here that we've done that for the levels. And we will add more flexibility in the future, but right now we've just done standard points levels. We've switched back to that, and we'll have advanced at some point in the future. We've also updated this text. This was a big discussion for GDPR inside of the community recently. So you'll notice that we added these new payment consents as well. And you can customize how you use those within your group. Yeah, GDPR is for Europe. Yeah, and it won't be added for you if you're not in the EU and you haven't your business isn't an EU business. So we do it based on the business level because when you join Communi, there's obviously VAT to pay if you're in Europe, and we also identify your country. And based on that, we show different results for EU versus non-EU. Is there a way how we can sell a community or a course using an outside platform? Yes, there is. Yeah. If you want to use an outside platform to sell, you can do that. And you can select this paid external, which is again a new feature. Click save, and I won't do it here because it's the community group and it'll restrict people, but basically you click save, and then you can from there connect through a webhook, and that's now available. So you can then connect in with other systems, and we will at some point in the future have an API to make that even easier. But we do provide that flexibility. That's something we added only recently. So I encourage you to use it, test it out, let us know what you think. And it should help if you want to activate external systems of payment. I think I've covered these, Michael. I read this today from you. You covered those at the beginning. Possible to edit a personal profile. So to edit a personal profile, go into my profile, and all the editing is done here now. So if you want to edit, you can go up here, you can click edit. You can then edit your socials. You can edit your image. You can edit this. You can cross these out. You can add different groups to be featured here. All of the editing is done from your profile here within your account. So you just click on your image here and you can go ahead and do that editing. Yeah, KR, I'm not sure if there's any way to prevent that. So just with any software, be aware of it. We do have a moderation system that is implemented inside of the software. So if there is if we suspect that someone is running a scam within private messages, we have a way of flagging that, and we detect it, we flag it, and then it's available then for moderation. But the best way is to let people know if you think that it might be a risk to them, to be cautious and careful about who they engage with within private chat. We haven't to date had any negative or bad experiences relating to that at all through chat. It's never happened. We've never had an issue where someone has reported some sort of problem through private chat. But again, it happens through all apps, all communication, whether it's online or offline. It's something people should always be aware of. Profession, let's see. Maybe that is what we need to fix and resolve. So this is it here, right? This is what's currently not able to be edited. So you need to go into account and then biography to update this. And I think we can probably introduce that into the profile as well. But if you want that change to reflect inside of your profile, edit it here in your biography, and then it will reflect inside of your profile. Will the media upload remain a business subscription thing only, or could it be a viable option that lifetime members can purchase this function as well at some point? Media upload, we already have media upload, but we don't have video upload. And it's not possible for us to implement that with a lifetime deal. The costs associated with media storage and also streaming, there's a reason that video apps, they have to charge a recurring fee or plug into another system like Amazon, because the costs that they can really get big fast. We've got experience with this. I previously was part of Videlo.com, which is a video hosting platform. We've built a system like this before, and my feeling is that
we can do that within Communi, but we can only do it for recurring fee. So that will be something that we will be introducing at some point in the near future, but we don't yet have plans of a rollout for that. We first need to release the next version, make sure everything's stable, and improve on the features that are the highest priority for us, which is the community landing pages, the app, and also the new posting system, as well as the lessons, making them more flexible, customizable. That's the major priorities that we have right now. And media will come at some point. Video streaming will come at some point in the future once we are satisfied that we've met our goals with stability and the updates. Yeah, once that's done, then it's one of those things that I do think there's a really good reason for it. And at that time, we'll have a look at how we go about that and what it means also for lifetime members and what options will be available. But at the moment, we've got it on our list. We haven't discussed it internally. We have the technology to do it. It wouldn't take long to roll out something like that. But again, the most important thing when it comes with video streaming is stability and making sure that we have a system where it's scalable and we don't run our company into problems. And it needs to be looked at carefully before we do something like that. I know that other platforms have it, and that means that it's something that we need to look at as well. And it is something that we'll look at in the future. I think there's a number of possibilities there, and there's a number of other features that I see that others have implemented that I think also would be really good. But again, they'll only be possible once we get to a stage where we're more stable. The new version is released, the app is working well, and we're completely comfortable with the version of the app, that it doesn't need any more significant changes, which I think we will be after this next update. So there's not going to be overly dramatic changes. The version that you're seeing now, the way things structure, the way things work is going to be consistent. However, there are the major goal is we feel like we're here, but we want to elevate the platform up to here. We really want to make it a platform that people want to pay up to $399 per month for. And in order to do that, we really have to lift our game with the way that the platform looks and the way that it feels, also the stability of it as well. And that's why our mindset is kind of there until we reach that point. Couldn't lifetime members embed private videos, Vimeos? Yes, there is no restrictions on videos, and also we are implementing additional video platforms all of the time as well. So there's one that we're implementing right now that will be available very soon, and that's a really good kind of place to be. You can add videos from another platform into Communi. Obviously, you need to copy the URL, but it's a small thing. So that will be available there as well. And we're also exploring the ideas of embed codes as well for videos. I think that it's on our list right now, and I think there's a possibility we may do that also for users as well, because we want to move towards flexibility and customization, and it really doesn't matter too much for us whether you use an embedded video or whether you use the URL, or whether you eventually you join a media video upload system or whatever, or we have that. It doesn't really affect us too much. So that's why we're just looking at providing options, but it just needs to be easy to use. Are there any plans to add go live? So that's another one where streaming could be a viable option, like adding streaming in, just like our competitors have done, many of them, because it means that people don't go off site. They can stay within the community itself, and it really does enhance the experience. And again, that would be put in the category of the video uploads. I think after video uploads, if we were successful in doing that, implementing that correctly, then that would be the next step. Next natural step would be to move to something like going live, something like that. All right. Any more questions? I think we'll conclude here if that's the case. I think that I've gone through most of what I wanted to go through. The major thing I would encourage you to do is stay plugged into the community. There's going to be a lot more posting that'll be done from me over the next few months, and also join us on social media. I'll be doing a number of posts to social media about what we're doing as we really work hard to get the word out about the platform. And also, I would encourage you to share the platform with others. The best way to do that is by showing yourself using the platform. We see that the affiliates, the partners of ours that are doing the best with recommendations are the ones that are using the platform and recommending others do it as well. So if you can showcase your communities on the platform, then it really opens up some real possibilities of having those members of yours join the platform through your affiliate link. And now that we have recurring income coming in, it means that obviously there's a higher potential amount of money that can be made once people join, they like the platform and they continue to pay for it. So I'd encourage you to do that. The affiliate system is working now with our new website, and you'll notice we'll have a number of new updates to that over the next month as well. Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Tony. I'm glad you love the updates and the ongoing development. That's awesome. We're working really hard here, and I really appreciate the positive comments. It does help us, our team. While you may not see them often posting, they are in the community. They're viewing everything every day, and they're at work every day, working on the platform, working really hard. So we're really excited for the next chapter, and I think there is just so much potential for this platform, and also the communities that are on it. And we're going to do our best to really provide you the tools that you need to grow your business, and hopefully, as a result of that, Communi itself is going to grow substantially over the next year, which I do believe it will, with the changes and updates we're making. We've also been talking as well with partners, with enterprise companies as well. And from what I hear, the direction that we're moving in is exactly where we should be going, and it's what people want. So thanks for helping us directing our attention to that place, because most of these ideas, they've come from this community. So yeah, what I'd encourage you to do is keep using the software, keep updating us, keep letting us know what you're doing, what you want, and I look forward to seeing you in the next office hours. The next one, we're going to have a big update again. So stay tuned for that, and I'll talk with you soon. All right, cool. Have a good one, everyone. See you later.